Hi, this is Clinton from Upwork. I thought I'd do a quick video rather than send you over a bunch of text on my thoughts for your site. So I've got your site up here in front of me. Now, great, you're sort of capturing people's attention straight away with something which is direct to what you're actually selling, so that's good. I can see that your site hierarchy is good as well. You've got some of your more dominant content, which I'm guessing you're putting into a blog up here towards the beginning of the hierarchy, which is also very positive to see. And you've got a call to action of some form, which is taking you through to a type of quiz, which is great. So that's all good from sort of the top section. Then below the folds, you're providing some more information about it. So everything's quite clear, easy to look at, and again, you've got some links through to your blog content, which is great to see. Now, there's definitely a couple of things I would do regarding the homepage, which you could do. Now, whether you're grabbing someone's contact information or generating a lead from this start the quiz button at the end of the quiz, that's great. I'm sure you are to give them the results. It might be great to provide another form of method of them to be able to contact you, which would be good somewhere on the homepage. Also, just generally looking at the site, it doesn't look like you have a large amount of content. So typically, the average site that ranks on the first page of Google typically has around 1,500 words on their homepage. This sort of stuff doesn't, if this is coming from a plugin, that doesn't necessarily count. So you're not talking enough about the website. So that's one thing you can increase the content. Looking down at the bottom, everything seems to be fine. You've got your social referencing and all that. So that's all good from sort of a user perspective. Without going into too much more detail, those couple of improvements is something to at least consider. Then now looking through, I use a tool, Ahrefs. There's a number of them. This is one of the best ones out there, along with SEMrush and a couple of others you may have heard of. But what I would look to do first and foremost here, once looking at your website from the perspective of the algorithm, is starting at the very top here, your title tag on the page. If someone doesn't know what this is, then they're not going to search it. And you want to be attracting people who don't know who you are rather than people you do. So anyone typing Colibritrader, they generally have to know you. So you need some of your keywords, top keywords that you want to rank for up here in the title of the site, first and foremost. Then going down, you've got a good balance of UR and DR. That's a nice healthy balance between the two, but ultimately you want to see that DR creasing up more into the 30s and 40s to be a more established site. I can see you've got a number of backlinks, which could be good, could be bad. We don't know the quality of them at this stage, but you are ranked for a great amount of organic keywords. You probably have a very healthy blog and a number of pages on your site which you've been building up over a period of time, which is generating this traffic, which is good. But I would typically like to see, with this amount of organic keywords that you're indexed for, the value of those to be higher. That's a lot of keywords to be indexed for, but that's not a great value. I have sites which I've worked on which have keywords in, say, the hundreds, and they've got higher traffic value of this. So that's something that we need to look into in more detail. But just going through, looking at the last year, I've got a healthy sort of backlinking profile increasing over the course of the year. That's good. Domain rating is sort of jumping up and down a bit, but generally on the upward trend. Again, that's good. Losing a lot of backlinks here. And I think by looking at that, the relevancy, predominantly most of your backlinks look like they're coming from India. You've got some from Russia, some from the UK, all that sort of stuff. So there's definitely a question mark around this section. Why are there so many from India? Are you looking to rank in India because therefore Google's going to build up relevancy for where you're getting most of your backlinks or the sites that you're getting your backlinks from? And if you're getting them from India, then it's generally going to try and rank you in India. And then looking down here, the anchors on your site, it's all your brand name. Go now. This can be improved on, definitely, because I don't see any of your keywords in here being used as anchors. Yes, you've got your brand name, that's good. No text, that's good. It's nice to have a balance of different things, but there isn't actually keywords. Here's one: 2 Christmas trips in Europe. That may have been a blog that you did, I don't know. But there's definitely needs to be some more keywords as being used as anchors. So anyway, that's the backlink profile. Let's have a look at the last year for your traffic. Traffic is generally on an upward trend, which is nice to see. So definitely some SEO activity on the campaign is working in the right direction. And let's have a look here. Top organic keywords, so price action patterns, supply and demand zones, pin bar versus hammer, So those all are good. It's good to not see your brand name in there. It's good to see stuff that you may be trying to rank for. You'll be able to verify whether that's true or not because you know the campaign that's happening. But that overall looks generally good. You're on page 1 for all of those search terms, and you're generating a nice amount of traffic from ranking for those keywords. So that's good. And that's all being generated from these pages, which I can see. This one here, that's a PDF. Okay, yeah, I can see that. So yeah, I'm not sure because there's not a blog break. So these might be set up as pages rather than actually being a blog article or a page on a blog. But anyway, it's still generating a good amount of traffic. So that's working well for you. So what I would look to do working with you would be to go through all of everything I've discussed in more detail, get a better understanding of the keywords that you need to be ranking for, do an analysis based on your top 5 competitors to understand what they're ranking for, what they're not ranking for, and find any low-hanging fruit opportunities within those keywords. That would usually be presented in a document that looks like this, looking at the keywords, looking at the total potential search volume for any of those keywords, and looking for the total weighted keyword difficulty related to those keywords. So just as an example, you can see intermittent fasting for women, 20,000 searches on a monthly basis, but a very high difficulty. I know this is not for your site, this is for a client that we've done recently, but doing the same thing, lip flip, a different type of cosmetic surgery that this website was offering, and they had 23,000 search volume, which is more than this, and a search difficulty of 5. So you can see that as a great low-hanging fruit opportunity, along with Halo laser technology, to target rather than going for the very competitive keywords, because on average the sites that you're competing with bigger budgets, which are going for bigger keywords, are going to have higher DRs in the 60s, 70s, and to try and compete a DR 23 site versus a 60 or a 70 DR site, Google's not going to show it. And the policy that I use in SEO is open book. So the principles behind open book SEO is basically type anything you want into Google. Google will show you what it wants to see or have on the page it's going to rank. If you type in any single search term you can possibly think of and look at page positions 1, 2, and 3, go onto their site. If they've written a 5,000-6,000 word article on that specific keyword, well then we know that you're not going to rank for a 1,000-word article that you've put on your site, as an example. So that's the sort of open book SEO approach that I take, and that's sort of transparent through everything I do with SEO with regards to backlinking, etc. So anyway, I'll try and keep this video short. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. It would be great to have a call with you to go through your campaign in more detail. Look forward to speaking with you soon. Thank you.